Welcome to your daily focus for December the 19th, 2022. We could be all over the board when it comes to our emotions today. We may be forced into seeing something, the truth of something for the first time, and have to change our ways about it. We'll talk a little bit about that energy and so much more. Let's start at the beginning. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. We have the 19 energy today. The 19 energy lessons come in, absolutely, so that we can move forward. It's about us, it's the I am. It's about having that confidence, that strength to go forward. 1 plus 9 is a 10. The 10 energy is about new seasons just around the corner, new chapters of our life showing up, a lighter energy. And 1 plus 0 is a 1. So the 1 is the independent person. It's your independence. It's about being the trailblazer. It is the I am. It's about embracing your courage and going after your dreams and your goals. Now, if we look at the numerology of the day, 3 plus 1 plus 6, it is a 10. So it's not a 19 energy all the way through, but it is a 10, and then a 1 is very strong. Sun is in Sag, Moon is in Scorpio. So with the Scorpio moon, there's this need, this desire to go within, to tap into our feelings, our emotions, what makes us happy, what makes us angry, what's going on over here, what's going on over there. And if we unravel some truths, and with Scorpio energy, it's very much a drive to uncover the truths. We may be forced to, once we see it, we can't unsee it. And we need to do something about it. Maybe put closure on it, maybe put a twist on it, maybe have a conversation. Put ourselves in a different environment, change our habit of behavior. But in some way, we'll be forced today to make some kind of change on a truth that we see that we've been blinded to up till now. So that is if you take the time to meditate, if you take the time to pray, if you take the time to just sit and contemplate a little bit about your emotions, your feelings, what has you happy right now. What's your happiest moment today so far? What's your most frustrating moment today so far? And start analyzing those things and getting to the root of the problem, getting to the root of why. It's not really a problem if you're really happy. Well, your happiest moment, that's not a problem. But we don't want to be stressed. We don't want to be filled with anxiety. We don't want fears to come out. So it's good to take it back today a little bit and think that through. Sun is talking to Pluto, and that's going to give us this drive. That's going to give us this willpower to go after a goal, to succeed, to transform. And it could be things that are, once again, more of a mindset. Okay, it's what we do when we're upset, when we're fearful, when we're full of anxiety. Do we eat more? Do we drink more? Do we gamble? Do we shop? What kind of obsessions and compulsions do you allow in to make yourself feel a little better in the moment? And we can make some really strong, definite steps towards leaving that in the past, about moving forward. Venus and Chiron are probably not talking well today. I think our insecurities, and especially it's not so much our insecurities of who we are when we're by ourselves, but when we're out, when we're in a social setting, when we're at work, when we're within the community, when we're at large family gatherings. Okay, well, we'll kind of have this insecurity. So if you find yourself in a larger group today and you find yourself pulling back, that's what it is, okay? It's Venus and Chiron not getting along up in the sky. Venus and Mars We're also talking today, and this is when our emotions can go all over the place. It'll be harder to control our emotions. So if you're one of those people that cry at the odd commercial, then the advertisement, you don't want to even go near the media. But we could be extremely happy and then just turn on somebody, or that you could be the receiving end of that, or they could just turn on you and then next moment they're happy like nothing happened. And then we have Mars and Chiron, I think, too. But I think that's a good talk. And if it is, we're fearless. Mars and Chiron talking together. We're fearless to address the problem areas of our life. So based on the numerology and based on the astrology, we haven't gotten to the cards yet. I think it's a day to back it up just a little bit and start thinking about what was your best moment today? What was your worst moment today? What was your worst moment this week? And looking at why it was and what came in that fear, that anxiety, and what did that cause you to do? Did it cause you to maybe have a little bite to eat, or you found you were trying to quit smoking and now you're smoking like a chimney, or you had a couple of drinks to kind of take you down a notch, a glass of wine after dinner or something, just taking you down, but you normally wouldn't do that kind of, and understand. Okay, so why do you have that fear? Why do you have that anxiety? What do you need clarification on or clarity on to remove that fear? And with Scorpio, we dig deep within. And we can usually find a time in our life when a situation happened that gave us the fear, that gave us the worry, that gave us the misconception that we were doing something wrong, something apart from everybody else. We weren't conforming to the norm, and we were told about it. I tried that, conforming to the norm, once. Doesn't really work well for me at all. So, okay, let's get to the cards. So I think we can make some real great headways at some of these, transforming some of our tendencies, transforming some of our behaviors, and understanding, maybe ridding ourselves of a fear, of an anxiety, understanding how that comes about. And once you look fear in the eye, it dissipates. It has no power over you anymore. But it's taking the time to understand where that comes from, where it was derived from. Because it probably has nothing to do with the current situation. Okay, our shadow card today is the Six of Cups. Can't make that up. The Six of Cups. Now, this is a card that symbolizes somebody coming from the past back into your life for whatever reason. Or we're contemplating, we're thinking, we're reminiscing, I guess would be the word I'm looking for. We reminisce about people and events and places. But I kind of see this card as we are the child here. And look at how we act towards all those beautiful flowers. We're kind of scared to touch them, to look at them even, to, we got our head down a little bit and we're not smiling. We were told we weren't here to enjoy the flowers. The flowers weren't meant for us. Don't look at the flowers. Don't smell the flowers. Don't touch the flowers. And along comes our angel and says, those flowers were put there for you. I don't know who told you this, but those flowers are for you. Look at them, gaze at them, smile at them, laugh with them, sing them a song, inhale their fragrance. Pick some, put them in a vase. They're there for you. So where in your life has somebody said, no, you can't do that, or you won't be able to do that, you can't accomplish that, you don't have the talent for this, you should be seen and not heard. What do you know? I can go on and on with everything that could be said to us through our youth that has a detrimental effect on us because we wanted to be accepted, we wanted to be loved, we wanted to fit in. So we changed our behaviors. We modified ourselves, thinking that was the right thing to do. But now, when it comes time to be ourselves, our true, authentic selves, there's fears because somebody told us once, it was just their opinion, somebody told us it wasn't for us. But we're still being drawn towards it. And if you're being drawn towards it, of course it's your dream. Of course it's a goal that you should set. Those flowers are there for you. So where in your life do you not think the flowers are there for you? Okay, first card, Five of Pentacles. My goodness. This is a time not to throw in the towel. Now that Jupiter, what was it? Sun square Jupiter. Sun squaring everything. It's just a matter of time before it hits Jupiter. But this is Neptune. Sun square Neptune. And it's very hard energy, and we're not feeling it as strongly now that it's Monday, but it's still there. Okay, it's still there. So we feel like we're spinning our wheels. We feel like we're getting nowhere. We're feeling like we can't go forward. And Mars being in retrograde does not help the matter at all. Because Mars retrograde is more about backing it up and expanding the territory that we've already walked through. Some of the things we've implemented in our life and giving it the expansion and the growth and the maturity it needs in order to go forward with the strength. And many people stop here. Many people sit down and they throw in the towel. They can't do another step. You're so close to the door of abundance. You're sitting on the threshold of it, actually. Had you just got up and turned around, you would have saw how close you actually were. So we're on the other side of this door. Now, are you going to throw in the towel? Are you going to stand up and dust yourself off? Because I think we do have the drive today. We do have the willpower. With the Sun and Pluto talking, I think we do have the want to go forward. Our warrior comes out. And even though we're not going to make it very far before we find what hinders us, what stops us, what doesn't allow us to go forward. Are you preparing to knock on that door? Are you preparing to walk through that door? That's where your energy needs to be. The Empress shows up, the beautiful Empress. Oh, I should have shown you the present my daughter got me. It was a large wooden with the Empress carved out of it. Just gorgeous. The Empress is here. The Empress has one of our strongest intuitives in the deck. She's definitely one of our strongest diplomats in the deck. She's all about nature. She's all about birth. She's all about creation. She's usually shown in most cards as very pregnant. So it's about giving birth to something, planting the seeds. So it's about thinking about what we truly want. Don't worry about all the stuff that's going bad. And don't worry about that stuff right now because it's a lot of just the energy from the sky. Once the energy changes in the sky, so will the situation. But this is putting a light on our dreams, our goals, what we want to create, what we want to invent, what we want to give birth to in our life. And think along those terms because the new moon is just days away and we will be able to plant those seeds. We will be able to take those new steps. And then we have the World card, so very strong energy. The World card is about tying up loose ends. This talks about a whole new path opening up to you, a brand new start, a fresh new day. Because the next card, if you were just to do the major arcana, the next card would be the Fool. We would start at the beginning again. This is the last steps. We've been through all the lessons, the learning experiences, the challenges, so that we could grow, so that we could strengthen ourselves, that we could embrace our courage, our strength, and build that confidence inside of us to go forward. And so now the time has come that we're preparing to go forward, but, and this is perfect full moon energy, we need to tie up some loose ends before we do that. So maybe with that Scorpio moon and we're delving into our feelings in one way or another, we're thinking, okay, I was supposed to get A, B, and C done and I got none of that done. Why did I procrastinate? Why did I pull away from that? Why did I fill up my time with anything but doing that? What is my fear? What is the holdup? Why is this in my life? What do I do when I don't want to do that? Is it something very positive and motivating and still moves me forward? Or is it a waste of time? Am I Netflix binging? Am I playing games? Am I taking a nap? I don't know. Where do I divert my energy or my attention? Or maybe I decide now that I'm going to drive all the way across town because I need that shampoo and I need it today. All of a sudden, even though my bottle has this much, I better get it now. They're talking about bad weather. Well, we have an excuse bag. It's humongous, okay? We've got millions of excuses we can pull out, talk ourselves out of just about everything that will move us forward. Absolutely. And we're going to use those excuses if anybody asks us why we're not there. Okay, let's get a mantra card. So it's really about understanding what holds us back. Once again, it's so strong for us, which is beautiful. No, when the energy is nice, we don't learn. We sit back, we enjoy, life goes in a flow, it's just great. There's harmony, there's laughter, nothing's really bothering us, there's no dramas. We don't learn because then we don't push ourselves. We enjoy that energy immensely. So when the harder energy comes, we can't do that. Effectively, at least. And we need to address the problem areas. And yet, we may decide to do something else. That tendency to do something else rather than the direct approach to what needs to be done. So why? Okay, our mantra card for today is friendship. Nurture your relationships. Nurture your relationships. Friendship shows up again here today. I always see this as like the Three of Cups because it has the three women and they look like they have their party hats on and they're ready to go. So I would have to say through laughter, through dancing, through singing, through just getting together and being with each other and enjoying each other's company. There is nothing wrong with that unless you're trying to avoid something, okay? Not the day to do it. You really need to look at why you're avoiding that. You will learn something and it will move you forward. It's something that maybe hangs you up in different areas of your life. You don't even realize it. You just notice it in this one area because there's this glaring amber light saying, gotta do it now, gotta do it now, gotta do it now. And you're like, no, I don't. I don't want to look in that direction. Why not? Find out. And you will disempower that energy. And you will be able to go past the amber to the green. Absolutely. The value of friendship is expressed by mutual understanding, compassion, the ability to comfort each other for emotional support. Friends enjoy each other and trust one another. You may find at this time you are being asked to assist a friend, or perhaps a friend is assisting you. It is a time to make some new friends. To be the best friend ever, give some thought to how to enhance the relationship. Friendship is graciously, oh my goodness, given and lovingly accepted. The mantra is, I love and appreciate my friends. Well, there you have it. I see it more of us getting together and enjoying each other's company, growing the bonds, growing the strengths within our relationships. to feel more confident, especially if we're having a day of insecurities, because that's part of the energy too. We could be feeling that. Or maybe somebody else is. So if you go to a gathering or something, you see somebody off in the corner, you know what? They're really feeling insecure on a very social level right now. And you know that because you know the energy, and they didn't listen to me, so they don't know the energy. So go over and talk to them for a few minutes and just, an I see you moment. Have an I see you moment. Okay, we have the dolphin play. See, I'm telling you. There was this joy, this happiness, this celebration I was feeling with that card. Okay, come on, dolphin. Swim in the happy joy of living. Yep, swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence, exhale fear. Inhale confidence, exhale fear. That's what the dolphin's telling you to do. Oh, there it goes. Dive into your wisdom and go with the flow. Dive into your wisdom and go with the flow. So inhale confidence and exhale fear today. That's what we need to do. That's the most effective way of using this energy properly to maybe uncover some hidden truths from ourselves. But it's definitely about allowing us to remove the barriers of what's holding us back from going forward in the way we want towards our best life ever. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.